Hello, fellow members of the Coyote Pack. I'm about to go see X-Men Dark Phoenix with my best friend Tyler. I've had an off and on relationship with X-Men. I've liked a lot of the movies, and I've also hated a lot of movies. And hopefully this one ends up being good, but we'll see. Hey everybody, I just wanted to get Tyler's opinion on the movie.
It was alright.
So you got my friend Tyler's take on the film, but now it's my turn to give my opinion on X-Men Dark Phoenix. Here's what I can say about it. It's basic. It's meh. It's boring. I don't know. It's so down the middle. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I think the very beginning was really cool. I'm not going to give anything away, but we'll just say we finally get to see the X-Men use their powers together, which I thought was a lot of fun. But then from the very beginning, it just kind of goes downhill, and then it just kind of is just in the middle in tone, and the story goes all over the place. It's kind of hard to care about what's going on. So I didn't care what was going on. I didn't really care about the characters because the story wasn't giving me a reason to care. The villains in the movie, I'm not going to give away what they are, but I'm just going to say that they're very basic looking alien-like creatures. And those alien-like creatures being very generic pretty much equals the entire film that they're in. It's a very, very generic movie. If I would give a curve to a grading curve, this would be the curve. Every other superhero movie is either worse than this or better than this because it's just down the middle. The action is cool, the visual effects are cool, the acting is good. There's no problems with the acting, but the dialogue is not great in some places. I didn't think it was terrible all the time, but in some places I was like, there could have been a better line to be said. And just some of the characters, the thing that I question the most is some of these characters didn't need to be in the movie and were pretty much pointless. If you've seen the trailers, there's a train sequence battle, which you've seen a little bit of. A little bit. There's a lot more of it, and that is the best part of the movie. That's towards the ending, and that sequence is the best part of the entire film. I was actually like, why couldn't this have been the rest of the movie? Why couldn't this excitement, this tone, been the other portion of the movie? Because really, it's just kind of boring. The second act, I was like, I needed to check my watch, my phone, and I've never done that. I really felt like, okay, this is dragging on for a long, long time, and I just don't know how you can do that with an X-Men movie. Make it so boring. But it is. It's definitely not as bad as X-Men Last Stand, but I will give X-Men Last Stand this. At least they tried something. At least they took some risks. The problem with this movie maybe is that it's too safe. It feels like they were just trying to hit the marks and the beats that they wanted to hit. And then once the Disney acquisition came, they changed some stuff. They changed the ending because there was going to be a different ending, which was going to actually take place in space, which would have been cool, but I'm happy with the ending that we got, except for the tying up end portion of the movie. The final battle, awesome. Tying up part, fine. Lame. It was like they were kind of just trying to write something to figure out, okay, how can we end this in a way that actually is kind of final, because it is technically the final X-Men movie, and that is the part that bothers me the most about this movie. It's the final one. I wish they took more swings. I wish they tried more stuff, took more risks. They didn't. They played it safe and played it boring. And that's why I overall give the movie a D. Because, like I said, it's not as bad as X-Men Last Stand or X-Men Origins Wolverine. Or I actually even liked it more than X-Men Apocalypse. And that's where a lot of the problems come from, is because the problems with X-Men Apocalypse come over to this one. They didn't fix those problems. And because of X-Men Apocalypse, going in, I didn't care about these characters, and the movie didn't pick up the pieces and try to fix the problems from X-Men Apocalypse. It just kind of ran with them, and running with them made me not still care about the characters. I didn't care. Okay, other than the people who were from the First Class film and Days of Future Past, the newer X-Men characters from Apocalypse, I just had no interest in. And they were cool, sure. The makeup was cool. Their special effects were cool. But I didn't care what happened to them. And that's pretty much it, you know? Like, it's just kind of a hollow movie, like the other critics have said. I didn't care. On the end of the day, I just didn't care. It was boring to me. I give this movie a B.